Magic is a much loved brand by me because it has affordable products that aren't harmful for my skin. Of course, this is just a generalization. It doesn't hold true for every product brought out by Aroma Magic. So currently I'm doing this series on Aroma Magic of the products which I have loved. So in continuation, last time I reviewed the Mineral Glow Scrub from Aroma Magic, and this time it's the Chamomile Facewash from Aroma Magic. This is a must-have in my skincare routine 365 days of the year. Let me just read out and give my critique on the description. So it says, I deep clean your pores with white tea and soy milk extracts and exfoliating micro beads. So can you see like these bluish purplish beads in this? So these are, I think, the micro beads that it's talking about, and they're really few in number, so I don't really think that they are doing anything. And plus they don't even dissolve, like, you know, they are not granular in their texture, and they're like, they just don't even dissolve, and they're not granular. They don't do any exfoliation physically. So one comes to think that, oh, maybe there is some chemical exfoliant present in those beads. When one looks at the ingredients list down here, and the ingredients list on Aroma Magic products is, I think, always incomplete, as it is in even this product also, but I don't know. One can't say, because they'll probably never accept it. So when you look at the ingredients list, it says Hydrolyzed Protein Beads. So the beads are, in the description, they are called exfoliating microbeads, and then in the description they are called as Hydrolyzed Protein Beads. So protein doesn't do exfoliation. So yeah, a lot of fancy claims, Aroma Magic. They always do that on their products. I made a note that the role of hydrolyzed protein beads is to increase moisture binding ability, which in turn increases the flexibility and tensile strength of the skin. If you just look at the amount of beads in this, they're not much. So obviously you can imagine kitna hi kar rahe honge. And as far as which protein beads are considered in, used in this, it doesn't mention that. Like, protein could be any protein. Common proteins used in skincare are like wheat protein or rice protein. But I've been purchasing this face wash since a few years now, and I remember on the older packagings it used to mention soy protein beads. So I guess they are soy protein beads, but they've just stopped mentioning the word soy for the protein beads here. Instead, they've separately mentioned using hydrolyzed soy protein extract in this formulation. I really don't know where they're going with the ingredients list, and I don't wanna try and act too smart because it's a company and a very well-established one, and I'm sure they know what they're doing. And the biggest thing is, I've been purchasing this thing since years, so कुछ तो बात होगी ना. अब वो बात जानने के लिए ही let's dive in further. So it has a pleasant fragrance which doesn't overpower. Talking about the cleansing factor, obviously a face wash का main काम तो cleansing होता है ना. So how is the cleansing factor? Actually, this face wash is a very mild cleanser. मतलब कि if you've been out in the pollution, like Delhi weather, you've been roaming in the auto and you have a lot of dust stuck on your skin, maybe you were wearing sunscreen in the day, so you know that kind of icky situation at the end in the evening when you come back home. So yeah, just as a sole cleanser, like if you just use one cleanser, then this face wash is definitely not good enough. You can easily test that because after using this, when you use a toner, a good quality toner, then you'll see dust coming on the cotton pad of your toner. So if you ask me about the cleansing factor, then to be honest, it's not good. But yes, this face wash can be well incorporated into a double cleansing routine. You can use it as a first cleanse or a double cleanse as per your skin's requirement. It has great foaming ability, like it foams really well, and I tried to like make the lather on my hands and then apply it on my face and rub it for at least a minute, but I'm sure I always exceed that minute. Actually, I'm just too concerned with acne, so I'm very overly cautious when I'm washing my face. I don't want to miss out on any little spots here on my nose here, or around my temples, or on the sides of my sideburns, on my jawline. Yeah, so after like I've mentioned that the ingredients list is incomplete, the claims are too fancy, the cleansing isn't very good, you must be wondering, अरे जब कुछ अच्छा नहीं है तो खरीदती क्यों है? वही तो जानना है कि क्यों खरीद रही हूँ मैं इतने सालों से. The basic most expected job of a cleanser is to cleanse skin decently, and I think it falls short on that. It doesn't even decently cleanse your skin. It's too mild. So in case like आपने रात को मुंह धोया और फिर आप सुबह उठते हो, then you can use this face wash, because if you have little bit of oil on your skin, little sweat or anything like that, maybe little bit of really tiny amount of dust particles, maybe you've collected it from your pillowcase. Ideally your pillowcase should be very clean, but in case, so yeah, this is good enough. But yeah, at the end of the day, when you come home with dirty skin, it's not good enough. So why do I keep purchasing this is the question. Okay, so let me tell you why. Number one, it's affordable and isn't heavy on my pocket. ये भी तो बहुत बड़ा reason होता है ना. You want something to be very accessible, and part of accessibility is whether you can afford it. It's just something very small, but yeah, it matters. Are you happy purchasing skincare? Do you feel that the skincare that you buy is justifying the costs that you're paying for it? Like, for how many products can you say that this justifies the cost that I paid for it? Sometimes we go through entire packagings, like entire product, and at the end of it we're still wondering, did it work for me? Was it worth it? Should I repurchase? Second thing is, it doesn't dry out my skin. So in winters, I have dry skin, so it doesn't dry out my skin. And in extreme winters, it doesn't dry out my skin much. So yeah, I'll come to that maybe later. But in summers, I can easily use this like twice. In extreme summers, I can use it even thrice a day. It doesn't cause any breakouts. See, if you have acne prone skin, breakouts, comedogenicity is always primary on your list. Matlab, you're always thinking about it. You don't want to maybe, but you always think like you have to. You just have to buy products which don't clog your pores, and sometimes you buy a highly rated product, highly recommended product, but it breaks you out, and then you feel, oh, what a waste of money. So yeah, this one never broke me out, and while I had acne, this was a very safe face wash that I could rely on. It wasn't drying out my skin, it wasn't breaking me out. It had just one drawback, that it wasn't a super effective cleanser. But that could be mitigated, and I'll come to that point, like how I mitigated that. So I've tested this product throughout a lot of years and through different stages, and when I had acne, and the conclusion is it's non-comedogenic. Then in summers, I realized, since like I'm always at home most of the time, I can get away with washing my face twice a day with just this face wash. I don't need a double cleanse Sometimes I do, like if I've gone out, I've had some dust stuck on my face. In those situations, I'll come home, I'll do a double cleanse, and the double cleanse I do is with the turmeric cleanser from Aroma Magic. That cleanser and this face wash are like a jodi made in heaven for me, and they are like incomplete without each other. So the jodi is more incomplete in winters, because in winters I don't wash my face twice a day every day. In summers though, I can even keep splashing my face with water, but in winters sometimes I wash my face once a day, sometimes I wash it twice a day, but in the meanwhile I don't keep splashing it with water. So what I do is, वो dry skin को mitigate करने के लिए and to have a better cleansing action, I combine it with the turmeric cleanser from Aroma Magic. I use that as a first cleanser if I want to, or a second cleanser. So I switch. Sometimes I use this one as the first cleanser, or sometimes I use that one as the first cleanser. So yeah, depending on my mood, I realized it didn't make that much of a difference. So since I've highlighted the turmeric cleanser so much in this video, I'll make sure that my next video is about that. So I don't know whether you found my reasons to be that important or very big or not, but in practical life, these are very big reasons. And to have found a face wash that works for my skin is an achievement after so many years of skincare. Simple reasons, but big reasons, impactful reasons. Yeah, it's a mild cleanser. It doesn't dry out your skin. Mild cleanser is good for washing your face in the morning. And if your skin is too dirty, you can always mitigate it by double cleansing. Or like in summers, if you're washing your face twice or thrice a day and you don't need to maybe double cleanse, you can just follow it up with a nice clarifying toner. 3 toners I can recommend to you straight away are the True Therapy PHA toner, and the True Therapy Glycolic Acid toner, and the Dermafique All Important Skin Toner. These are 3 great toners which are good at cleaning the skin as well as toning. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.